The issue is we've been asked very many questions about how we are getting our results. I therefore, first of all, before I give you the numbers of this election, with the finality that comes with it, I want to take you through the process of how you've gotten the results we are about to make public. So in this room, there has been a dedicated team of young people who started first by getting out the vote and ensuring that they had the right people who got out the vote right from the ward and the polling stations. For instance, this is Mandera County. And on this Mandera County, you have Kezia and Mary, who've been working on Mandera County from day one when Kenyans went to the poll. They could tell you every 3 hours how the turnout was in Mandera. And at the closure of the polling station, we were able to know the turnout in Mandera. As we speak, as of this morning, when there was a changeover of the people seated here because they also work in shifts, we had the entire full result, which we've now tabulated on an Excel form and is now being uploaded onto our public portal. And that has given us the result of this election. So this is Mandera, and this is Marsabit. I just want to take you through a few counties just for you to see there's actually work going on. If I can ask my cameraman just to look at the kind of work that's being done over here. It is intense and the concentration is serious. They not only do our results, but they also look at what IEBC is also transmitting. And beyond that, we are also able to look at other sources of information and combine them into one and come up. For instance, I just go back a bit, my brother. Just get one form out on that. This is the IEBC site, which of course some of you know about. And that's the form, the official form uploaded by IEBC, which a few minutes ago, the IEBC chairperson, Wafula Chebukati, has said these forms are already online, basically giving a stamp of approval on these forms on the IEBC website. So this is one of the sources of the information. The second sources of information that we have is what is coming from our own agents who are structured in an WhatsApp. They're structured in a WhatsApp group, and they're also structured around physical calls and the call center, which will show you as we go on. So this is Isiolo. And again, for instance, this is Isiolo, and you have the polling stations that are in Isiolo North and the constituencies thereof. So you can pick any of them and click, and then it gives you that. And this is the IEBC, which is now the process that's going on, the downloading of all those forms that exist there. Then from there, this process goes on. At this point, these are the counties, the 47 counties that are receiving. This process goes on here, goes on all the way as, this is Siaya, for instance, which is then also doing the same process, getting both the UDA, just open this UDA, the UDA bit on this side. Okay, you see now, these are the results that are coming on our portal, and these are the results coming on the IEBC portal. So from the UDA side, you're able to get the copy, you're able to extract an Excel, a CSV, and a PDF from our own results. And then you compare with the results that are coming from the IEBC, and then you come up with what is exactly there from the polling stations. It's an intense process, taking a lot of people who... this is Kisumu, Busia? Kisumu. And this is now Kisumu. And the same process is going on right here. And as you can see, it takes a lot of concentration, takes a lot of work, and these are not only people who, we are not sitting somewhere and developing numbers and putting them online like some people from our competitors' side are doing and trying to excite masses. It is evidence driven. A lot of hard work has been put in by a group of young people, and that is the counties. Basically, you can show them on this side just to have a view, just as a backshot, or to have a view of what exactly is happening. What exactly is happening around here? This is Kilifi, as you can clearly see on the labeling there, and the rest of it, which is basically county. Now I want to take you to the constituency side, this way. On this side, you have the 290 constituencies staffed to the man or to the woman, if you like. And on this side, you get the same process that you have seen on the side of the counties, with the figures coming and people tabulating it, verifying and updating both on the portal publicly and on the portal privately, so that then you're able to come up with forms in both our strongholds. There are divided into three. There is strongholds, there is a shared, or what you'd call battlegrounds, and then there is the strongholds of our opponents. And all that data comes to a central place. It is that's now the verification part one, which is what is happening in the whole of this place. And then maybe you can show a better concentration of it here. Hello guys, you're well? Fantastic. These people have worked with us getting out the vote. After getting out the vote, they transformed themselves into ensuring the turnout was okay, and now they are tallying, doing comparative analysis, looking at the forms. By the way, it's good to mention here, as we will mention later, that there are actually some places where there was 110% turnout in a few places in our opponents' in our opponents' strongholds, which are going to flag out and show. But most importantly, for now, there is a team that is working on this data. We don't just appear, we don't just post data like I've seen our opponents doing online. It is informed by a process of people who are doing the job. So this is part one, friends who are watching this live on Facebook. This is just part one, where we have shown you the first pot of information. Once the results were announced at the polling station, the first place they came was at the constituencies here, that goes down to the polling stations and then to the counties, and that was just part one. Part two is another group of 450 young people who then do a second layer of verification, and we are going to be taking you to the Hustler Plaza, where we have that 450 young people doing the second layer of verification. There, it is not only verification of the form, but they also call our agent and see whether it has now gone to the constituency level and it has been forwarded. At that level, as you will see when we get there, there is also a printout of every single form from all the 46,000 polling stations, which are then checked alongside what IBC is uploading and alongside what this team is uploading. So even this team is being checked by another team to see whether what they are doing is actually correct. This information goes to one system. The information I'm going to be taking you somewhere else to show you how the second system works. And then from there, all that information then comes to a gentleman called Wanjoy Githai, who sits together with Hussein Mohammed, and together with a gentleman called David Zioka, they tabulate. And one Danson Githinji and Higgins, who have a secretariat which I'm going to show you in the next step, who then tabulate it. And after all that is done, a final copy of the results then comes to the digital space, which we're going to be showing you, for not only uploading and sharing, but also for dissemination to any platform that is there. This process is even heavier than what IBC is doing at Bomas of Kenya, because you know IBC is only doing their data. Here we are doing data from here, data from the Hustler Plaza, data from IBC, and data from any other source, be it media, be it our opponents, and then we compile all that and see whether there is any discrepancy on the data. So in other words, the results that we are going to be announcing in a few are results informed by a process and a system. So from here, this is part one. We are taking you to part two, and then finally, the part three will be the announcement of the results. Keep following us. We are going to be moving from here to the next location. It's going to take us a few minutes. So we will shortly be updating you when part two is coming on. Thank you very much. Keep following.